In this episode, I repair some rust damage and learn a few welding skills by trial and error, while Sherry gets a little messy with some lizard skin and lays it all down with Kilmat and Noico to make our camper more quiet and comfortable for overland travel.
Hi, we're Andy and Sherry. We're former teachers who, during the pandemic, decided to make a radical lifestyle change. We are now preparing for our new nomadic midlife, trading stuff for stories and going places instead of gaining possessions. We're currently building our new home on wheels, a custom overland expedition vehicle named Walter, preparing to live life on the road less traveled. We want to share our journey with you.
I like learning new things, it's true, but I don't like not being good at them. But this is my first attempt at welding a fairly thin sheet metal stock. So there are many variables that someone with experience would know how to interpret. One of the problems I'm experiencing here when I'm filling in this rust spot is that I was burning through this thin stock metal. And I understand enough to know that I need to check my settings, and it was just eating up the material. I want to give real good credit to my friend Bruce from the channel Bruce and Krista. Bruce had a lot of tips and tricks for me to kind of pick up and learn. We have a replacement piece in here. I'm going to do some grinding down and kind of clean it up. Maybe do a little bit of touch-up welding where there's a couple pinholes that are still shining through, but we're making progress.
So I'm sure I'm a sight, but so I've been using this lizard skin stuff, and it's pretty amazing. It's super thick and almost feels like tar putting it on, so I imagine it's going to do its job for sure.
The instructions did say it's preferable to spray it, but I just didn't have the setup to spray it.
At this point, I've done quite a bit of the cab. I'm just touching up some spots that I see are pretty thin. But I think we're going to have enough to do a second coat if we want. This stuff is starting to clump up and dry because it's been open for a long time. And I'm starting to clump up as well. I've just spent the last couple hours finishing up the lizard skin inside the cab. It should make the cab easier to keep climate controlled, and that's going to keep it more comfortable and more energy efficient. Big job. Goopy, weird stuff to work with, totally worth it. It's a good underlayer for Walter, and now I get to put the insulation in. So the next step is putting the killmat down. And killmat is this stuff. It comes in these sheets. It's heavier than I thought it would be, and it's more dense than I thought. I expected it to feel kind of foamy and light. It's really heavy. But that's the point. It's going to deaden sound. So you can feel that it's got kind of squishiness to it. And what I'm going to do is, in this whole cab as much as I can, peel off the backing bit by bit, put it into place, and then I've got my tools. I've got this roller, which you got to work it down into the cracks, and I've got a knife. So the knife, I can cut around little bolts, things that I don't want covered, and here we go. Let's see how it works. So I'm going to start just getting used to it by working on some flatter areas that have a single plane. So you have to press out every little bit of the bubbly stuff. You just need to see that it goes flat. Okay, this is awesome, and I can do this. All right, so it's going to be really tedious, and it's going to take a lot of time, but the effect is going to be amazing. I'm super excited about having a nice quiet cab. We might even be able to talk to each other while we're driving. think that looks pretty good. Wow. First piece of Kilmat, right there. Okay. I'm totally gonna get the hang of this, and Walter, you're gonna be able to finally hear yourself think. So it's working. I'm on my second sheet of Kilmat, which isn't very much considering I have this much to do yet. But look, it's sticking. I had forgotten when I told you which tools I had, I'd forgotten that I would need a Sharpie, because you have to mark. I've got bolts here that I had to cut around. I've got little holes for trim pieces to go back through. Yeah, it's gonna be tedious, but I'm gonna get this job done, and Walter is gonna be amazing.
Hey guys, check it out. Sherry has done an amazing job putting this Kilmat all throughout the interior of the cab. She took a little break here to spend some time with a friend over this weekend, so I took over and am putting this Kilmat in the door panels right now. And I just finished putting the door panel on the driver's side. I haven't done the passenger side door panel yet. It's very awkward, difficult spots to get into. But at this point, there is some Kilmat inside this door, and I thought this would be a great chance to do a quick little test to see the sound dampening qualities this Kilmat provides. So let's go check it out. So this is the completed door on the driver's side. Check out the sound here. By the way, I'm just using my regular microphone on my camera, not any special auxiliary microphone. Check out the sound here. A low thud sound. Okay, that's pretty nice compared to this side. Oh my word, you can hear that high rattling noise, whereas this is the softer, lower thud than this rattle. And that is proof positive that this Kilmat is going to help deaden the sound and the road noise and the engine noise of this interior of this cab. So it's slow, it's tedious, but we're making progress, and it's for good reason.
So our overall strategy is to have 3 different layers of sound dampening and insulation in the cab of our truck, so that we can have a quieter and more comfortable ride. We've already installed the lizard skin and the Kilmat, and the final step of the process is to put on this product called Noico. And again, very much like the Kilmat, it is a sticky back material that gets cut to shape and size and laid down. This is a little different than the Kilmat, because the Kilmat tends to hold its shape because of its rigidity and its foil backer. There's no foil backing on this one. It literally is just a sticky back with a little bit of foam. Installation strategy was similar but a little different. It was easier to tear this product accidentally when you're stretching, so I had to be a little bit more careful at laying this down. And this final layer, this Noico, will provide about 1/8 of an inch of additional insulation. So we've laid down all this Noico and just cut its size and shape. Some parts were a little unique, getting around certain corners. It was nice because it did stretch a little bit, so irregular surfaces like this, it wrapped around, stretched out. You just gotta be careful not to tear it in those locations. Of course, this will all be covered back with the floor mat, and then our trim will cover obviously all of the edges. We can't wait to get our new air ride suspension seats installed and put this whole cab back together. And we're pretty confident that the work we just did with the lizard skin and the Kilmat and the Noico in an attempt to lower the road noise and to increase the insulation value will vastly improve our ride quality when we hit the road for our overland travels.